Alright, we finally have our very first trailer for Venom, Let There Be Carnage. And I don't know about you, but I've been waiting on the edge of my seat for this one. Cause this is Carnage, people. Carnage is one of the most bloodthirsty bastards in the history of comic books. So when we saw that post-credit scene in the first Venom movie with Woody Harrelson as Cletus Kasady, we were all like, alright, let's bring on the Carnage sequel. This was supposed to come out last October, but it was delayed by the pandemic, so now it's coming out this September. A little over 4 months from now. That teaser poster, I'll admit, is pretty sweet. So now let's talk about this first trailer finally. And it's funny, I don't want to say this trailer was underwhelming. That was kind of how I felt at first though. But after watching it a few times, I was like, no, alright, I can get hip to this. Because it starts out on more of a comedic vibe, which I'm sure is not what any of us were expecting. The trailer starts off with the Venom symbiote's Arnold Schwarzenegger impression. Seriously, that's what it sounds like to me.
I say either, you say either, I say neither, and I say neither.
I mean, picture it.
You say either, I say neither.
But okay, so it seems like Eddie Brock and the Venom symbiote are a well-oiled machine at this point. Andy Serkis, who's directing this film, said that it takes place about a year or year and a half after the first one, so I guess that makes sense. We do get a little Stan Lee cameo in Miss Chen's convenience store, right there down in the corner. That's nice. But the fact that this trailer starts off with the comedic vibe, yeah, it is unexpected, because this is Let There Be Carnage. You know, we're all just expecting a big violent bloodbath. But I'm not gonna lie, the comedic vibe in this trailer, it does feel like the first movie, which was an action movie with comedy in it. You know, the dialogue between Eddie and the Venom symbiote, that was funny for the most part. So yeah, have more of that in this trailer, in this new movie. Makes sense. But then, pretty soon after that, we get to what we wanted to see in this trailer, which is Cletus Kasady. We hear him doing a voiceover.
I've been thinking about you, Eddie. Because you and I are the same.
Basically, Cletus Kasady has some kind of deranged fondness for Eddie Brock because he sees some kind of similarity between them. I don't know, I'm not gonna pretend to know anything about the mind of a deranged serial killer, because that's what Cletus Kasady is. He's a deranged psychopath. That's what Carnage is. And seeing Woody Harrelson as that character, that's just, it's great. Woody Harrelson is one of the best actors in the business right now, if you ask me. And I'm pretty sure he is who everybody wanted to play Cletus Kasady. Like, he was everyone's #1 choice to play him. He was everyone's fan cast. Yeah, sure, he's a little older than he probably should be if they wanted to be completely accurate. But alright, for this adaptation, it doesn't matter. Woody Harrelson still looks completely terrifying as Cletus Kasady. When he's looking right at the camera, he's like, I missed you so much. I was just like, ugh, okay. You're creepy. Stay away from me. We do see some cool Venom stuff in this trailer, like he takes a guy and he's about to bite his head off. We see that Michelle Williams is back as Anne Weying. Hopefully she won't half-ass it this time like she clearly did in the first movie. She was totally half-assing it in the first movie. I was watching it yesterday, I was like, yeah, she is not putting all of her heart into this. I'm not sure if that's gonna be any different this time around, but hopefully we'll get to see She-Venom again, because that was really cool. Maybe it'll be like Venom and She-Venom versus Carnage and Shriek, maybe. Probably not, I don't know, we'll see. But then, just like that goddamn Morbius trailer, we get some Easter egg tie-ins to other Spider-Man lore that makes us go like, what the fuck? Because we see the Daily Bugle paper in this trailer, and not only is it the Daily Bugle, but that is the Daily Bugle logo from the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies. Yeah, if you look, they're pretty much exactly the same. This is an old school prop from like 2002. Check it out. So just like the Morbius trailer had a picture of what looked like Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man in there, now some people are thinking, do these new Sony Spider-Verse-ish movies take place in the Sam Raimi Spider-Man timeline? And in that universe? I don't know. At this point, I'm not gonna make any wild theories or guesses. We'll see how Morbius and Venom Let There Be Carnage and Spider-Man No Way Home all tie into each other, if they do at all. I don't even know at this point. I'd rather just wait and see at this point than try to predict and guess anything, because really I don't want to guess anything wrong. I'll tell you what I love seeing in this trailer though. Naomi Harris as Frances Barrison, aka Shriek. Yeah, Shriek is gonna be in this movie. If you watched my spoiler talk for the first Venom movie, I did mention, I wonder if the sequel's gonna bring in Shriek. Because believe it or not, Shriek is actually a love interest of Carnage. Yeah. That's real. But then I was like, the sequel probably won't do Shriek because no one really knows about Shriek. But then, much to my surprise, nope. They cast Naomi Harris as Shriek in this sequel. I was like, holy shit, really? That is awesome! Naomi Harris is a great actress. She was great in Pirates of the Caribbean, she was great in James Bond, and now she'll be great in Venom Let There Be Carnage as Shriek. I will be honest though, I'm not too sure what her powers are. I just know that she's a love interest of Carnage. That's all I really know about her. But if I had to guess, if her name is any indication, and this shot right here, I'm guessing her powers are kind of like Black Canary. You know, big shrieking cries that break glass and shit. Which, Cool. From what I know about Shriek, she's just as bloodthirsty as Cletus Kasady, which is why they are lovers, because they're a dynamic duo of mayhem. According to Andy Serkis, they were childhood lovers in this movie, so that should be interesting. I am looking forward to that Carnage and Shriek team up in this movie. That'll be awesome. You don't see it in this trailer, but still. And then towards the end, you get to see the Carnage transformation, or at least little snippets of it. You see that Cletus Kasady, apparently he was on death row, which makes sense, because again, he's a bloodthirsty maniac. So they're gonna kill him via lethal injection, but then it goes wrong, and instead, we get Carnage coming out. At first, I was like, alright, are they fudging the Carnage origin story? Is it like some kind of weird blood transfusion, and that's what makes Cletus Kasady into Carnage? But then I watched Andy Serkis' breakdown, and he said that this is a death by lethal injection. I didn't know what that looked like until here, I guess. So the fact that this lethal injection fails, and instead Carnage comes out, leads me to believe that before this scene, there was some sort of encounter between Venom and Cletus Kasady. So I think what happened is that a little bit of the Venom symbiote got into Cletus Kasady's bloodstream or something, so that when the lethal injection happens to Cletus Kasady, instead of dying, the symbiote reacts to it instead, and out comes Carnage. If that is the case, then yeah, Carnage's origin story is like how it should be. Carnage is an offspring of the Venom symbiote. And I'll admit, Carnage does look pretty cool, but more so in that second shot, where he's like in the church or whatever that is. Looks like a church anyway. Cause you really got a good look at him there, and he's got the black accents on his face. You look at it closely, and in high resolution, you're like, yeah, that looks like Carnage. He's turning his arms into blades, and he's got all the tendrils coming out, which is what Carnage is known for. He's known for all these tendrils coming out of his body pretty much at all times. So this shot right here, yeah, classic awesome Carnage. Which now going back to this shot, where he does not have the black accents in his face, I'm thinking this might just be the Carnage symbiote by itself. Or maybe it's like Cletus Kasady Carnage not fully formed yet or something. Cause I'll be honest, this shot of Carnage is not nearly as cool as that second shot of Carnage. Or at least that's my opinion. And also I will say, some of these scenes in the later part of this trailer, they do look pretty horrific for PG-13. And let's not kid ourselves, this movie will be PG-13. You can tell just by watching this trailer, the comedic bits in this trailer pretty much scream PG-13 movie. And yeah, let's all just admit that we would have preferred this to be rated R because it's fucking Carnage, but I guess they're still trying to tie it into the MCU or something, or they're still trying to make a lot of money, which I'm pretty sure this movie will succeed in doing, so alright, make it PG-13. Again, can't argue with what's set in stone. In the end, I'm not looking for Amadeus with Venom Let There Be Carnage. Really, when it all comes down to it, I want one simple thing from this movie. I want to see Venom fighting Carnage in live-action awesomeness. That's all I really want. And if I get that, then I'll at least be entertained. I'm not even sure if this is gonna be one of my favorite movies of the year. It does seem very much in line with the first Venom movie, in that it's gonna be kind of an action comedy with some minor horror elements in there. Hopefully the horror elements will be more amplified in this one because we have a bloodthirsty serial killer who becomes Carnage, so here's hoping for that. But you know, I'm probably not gonna take it too seriously. I mean, it's called Let There Be Carnage. It's not really meant to be taken that seriously. It's a romp. That's what it is. It's a Marvel monster romp, and I am here for it. So, the official trailer for Venom, Let There Be Carnage. Have you watched it yet? What do you think about it? And do you think this movie's gonna be good or not? Whatever you think, go ahead and leave a comment. And don't forget to subscribe.